Mississippi. Port live from Jackson, Mississippi. Yeah, we at the hotel. Well, I'm at the hotel. Shout out to my guy, Mr. Brian Copenhaver. Unfortunately, I had a roommate that same guy I roomed at, at a truck driving school, and no fault of his own, by no fault of his own, he had to go back. He's gonna have another job situation up for him. If the school will line you up for undisclosed reason, no fault of his own. So now I'm in the room solo. Again, that's my guy. So I definitely, if I had a room with anybody, it'd be him or my dog Dave Vaughn. That's here, or my boy Diogo. But you know, this also is just fine to me. I wish he didn't have to like waste his time with the first 2 days with his company, but for me to be in the room by myself is like elite, elite steez right there. But one thing I will say, just to put it on record, that I've heard people say this before, like watching little videos, is they feed you pretty good though. I ain't gonna lie. Like on the weekends, you're on your own, but and I'm like, I was coming in with the impression like I'm not gonna eat what they feed us. Like I don't care for the free meals or the bag of lunches, but this ain't no bag of lunch, man. Shout out to Jason's Deli in Jackson, Mississippi, man. Like, sound like my niece Elena. This is damn. I don't know who they done gave me somebody food. Anyways, shout out to Miss Holmes down there at the front counter. But like this a loaded baked potato. At least I'm finna load it. So it's unloaded right now, but they give you the stuff to load it with, right? They give you the ammunition, the fixings. I mean, this right now, but what you gotta understand is, yeah, they be having extra, they be having extras. You know what I'm saying? They be having extras, right? So boom, this was like the lunch, right? This was the provided lunch. This was the bag that the ammunition for the loaded baked potato came in, right? So they do feed you good, but this is what I have for lunch. I didn't eat my lunch because you never know what the situation is gonna be when you get back to the telly. So I just ate the cookie and the bread. They give you the garlic bread, and then this, like it'd be like 5 to 10 leftover um, meals after every time they feed you. And like since everybody was acting demure and they didn't want to grab an extra box. Yesterday I didn't. I was being demure, but today I grabbed the extra box. The room, if you at the Ramada location, they got two different locations. They like to put people in Ramada and what's the other one? Baymont. I don't know nothing about the Baymont, right? Actually, I do because I be networking and talking to people, right? So the Baymont, this one has the microwave and the pretty decent sized fridge, right? Left-handed fridge. Y'all know me. I stay on these. Need some extra chives. My water, my Crystal Light, right? Local time is 4:08 Central Standard Time. But y'all know me, man. Oh, so the benefits. This is the Ramada, right? Everybody know about that red wall, and it's technically in Pearl, Mississippi, which is just like it's all kind of like cities right here in the bunch with Jackson. You got Richland, Pearl, and Jackson. And there's probably some other ones I'm missing, but they all like right here. Yesterday, first day you get here, right across the street is a clinic, and then how you go in and do your drug test, your hair follicle. Then how you urinate, and it takes forever. It's very, I won't say it's inefficient, like it's their fault, but like they already have their regular clients, and they also total just drop a big ass group of people off at the clinic. And it was worse this week because we had a holiday on Monday, Labor Day. So there was no Monday crew. They didn't drop people off like on Monday and Wednesday. It was just everybody got dropped in there on Wednesday. So like today is Thursday. We got one more day of the week. Tomorrow. The only stores that you're gonna be able to go to, I mean, it's another gas station. Like you can't see it, but in front of the hotel, this is like to the left side of the hotel, is that Circle K, and it's a Waffle House over there. But beyond that, it's a food desert. Cause like if you from somewhere else like me, coming from Florida, I flew in, no car, coulda took a renty, but I didn't feel like driving 11 hours and then having to show up to orientation at 6 o'clock in the morning. So again, y'all see the food situation, right? I'm about to bust down this potato after I load it. You can see that it's a little warm. You can tell by the opaque, almost opaqueness of this translucent lid. It's a big potato too, man. It's a brick right there. But yeah, so the advantages of the other hotel over this one is they got actual restaurants and stuff like all around that one at the what is called the Baymont. But you don't get to choose. So I'm in a rare situation where I got the whole hotel suite to myself because, like I said, the guy I was rooming with, same guy I roomed with at truck driving school, he's leaving and going to a different situation by no fault of his own. So, yeah, I'm about to eat first, man, and I might go back live and get into yesterday. I mean, it's really nothing to talk about. I'll get into it right now. Yesterday was all we did was we went through like they had people come speak to us like the vice president and the president and stuff like that, and if I can remember their names, they had a Mr. Powell, who is like he's not the fleet manager, but he's the driver retention agent or whatever you want to call it, whatever the position's called, but he's driver retention, right? So like before you get frustrated in this industry, he's the guy you go talk to see if they can work something out with you, so you don't just get upset and rage quit, like so many people do. I don't think you should get into this industry if you're emotional. Everybody has emotions, but if you're like emotionally volatile or kind of tend to blow up, you know what I'm saying? I've had some people tell me I had a temper, but like that's cap. Cause yeah, they may be able to tell I'm visibly like not happy at the moment, but like I ain't blew up and like just start freaking out and like start doing no extra stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like just cause you can see like I don't like you right now don't mean I have a quick temper. Like I think that's cap. So, but if you are the type of person that like is easily upset or you don't have any patience, like don't even bother. You hear me? Like just go do something else. So, boom. Yesterday, like I said, first part of orientation. It's like the orientation is 3 days, so we came in on Wednesday. It's gonna be Thursday and Friday. Again, that's my situation due to the holiday. So, what was I saying? Really, man, you watch a few videos, a few speakers. You got, like I said, Mr. Powell, Mr. Ernest Powell. He's driver retention. That's the first guy that's gonna speak to you. Besides, like the actual, besides Denzel Parham. I don't know what his position is, but he runs orientation. Let's put it that way. He's very good and concise in what he's saying. Very respectable. You know what I'm saying? You get the point across, and he's actually charismatic, so he's dope. And you got, let's see if I can remember the names. Powell. It was another P, I think. Feel bad. You had Savell, Mr. Savell. I think he might be the president or something like that. And you had the guy, how I forget that dude's name. Pigler, yeah, Pigler. They important. I forget what they did. And you had Miss Stormy, and they come talk to you and stuff like that. They run the show there. I kind of forget the names of their positions, but they're important and stuff like that. So that's what you're gonna do Monday. They feed you good at the hotel. You get a breakfast. I mean, they got everything from cereal dispensers to They'll have the hard boiled eggs. You want to make sure you get up there. Like breakfast ends at 6, starts at 5, but you want to make sure you down there like wake up at 4:30. I'm telling you, get down there at 5 because then you can have like whatever you want. Yesterday, man, Shorty played me on the boiled eggs. I ain't gonna lie, cause I ain't been trying to eat like the sugar and processed stuff like that. I mean, I'm gonna eat this food here. I mean, it's not processed, but I'm gonna eat what they got for me because these meals are good from Jason's Deli. But as far as I like the whole foods. Like they have boiled eggs, which is preferable to scrambled eggs because I don't know what you put. I don't know what kind of cut you put on them eggs. I need that egg. I need them huevos to be, what I'm saying, whole food. So they got boiled eggs. I like that. With the salt and pep right on top of the where they keep them in the warmer. Then they got the pancake maker. It's kind of cool. You push a button and two pancakes, like you see them go down the conveyor belt. It's like an automatic robot that make pancakes. Then they got the orange juice, apple juice dispenser. It's probably fake, so I don't get into that. But they got like oranges and apples, and I grab tangerines. That's my thing. So yeah, like the breakfast, you can't complain. It's free. It's better than like a lot of the free breakfast at hotels that they have in like Florida, where I'm from. So I just put it like that. Shout out Mississippi. Shout out to the SIP. And then like for lunch, first they had like some kind of pasta. Like I don't know if it was like bolognese or something like that. It's all been Jason's Deli. You know, I probably would have never went to a place called Jason's Deli. You know what I'm saying? But hey, the delicatessen been popping. You feel me? The delicatessen been popping. I ain't gonna lie. Everything we had so far is good. Yesterday I had something called a ranchero because they ravaged the pasta before I could get to it, which is cool. You know what I'm saying? I had a ranchero, which is like a wrap or something, chicken with like a little spicy with the corn. It's kind of like Southwestern style. And then when I got here for dinner, after like spending 5 hours at the clinic, like I told you, that's inefficient. The process is gonna be that's like the worst part of this shit so far was waiting at the clinic all the second half of the day. But we literally walked across the street to the hotel when we was done. So this is some free game, man. If you come here, if you come into total transportation, man, I ain't gonna lie. Like, nah, forget that. If you live in Jackson or Pearl or Richland, a way you can make some money, this is sweat right here for the money play. Man, if you come up here and you on Mondays and Wednesdays when they doing clinicals, drug testing and stuff for total, and you'll know when that van drop people off, um, when the paddy wagon drop a large group of people off and they walking in there looking clueless, that's total, right? So boom. If you literally just take all their number, you could just say, "Look, I wouldn't. I don't lie. Don't say you work for Total." Hey, and by the way, everything I say is not a representation of Total's views. You know what I'm saying? Uh, yeah, I'm not. These are all my own opinions, and I'm not speaking for Total in any kind of way. But I'm gonna just say it like this: um, you can make some bread if you got take. Just tell them this your job. Gather everybody's number and tell them it's a 20. Tell them it's a $30 fee. Like if they're roomed across the street at the Ramada, that you'll alert them when it's their turn to be seen because literally it's like an hour and a half or 2 hours between when they you'll wait there for like an hour and a half to 2 hours depending on how busy they are, at least an hour. You'll go back. They'll do like they'll get your make sure they get your name and all that stuff like that. They'll what they do they'll take your blood pressure like once. I think they'll get your height and weight. You hear me? And then they'll literally like do that, and then they'll send you back, and you'll wait another 2 hours essentially. No, it feel like 2 hours. Trust me. Make sure your phone charged, by the way, like every day, every night before you go to yeah. Make sure your phone fully charged and bring your charger because it's gonna die. You hear me? So yeah. So then you go out the weight room and wait. And a lot of times, like for me, I don't like sitting elbow to elbow with people I don't know. Hell, even if I do know you, I probably won't want to sit elbow to elbow with you for 5 hours in little stiff chairs. Maybe just me though. I'm a big guy. I don't like it. So I stood up literally the whole time. And but like I said, man, the play is, man, if you collect people's numbers that you could tell come from Total, like You let them. If they're in the Ramada, you're there for them because that's where the clinic is right across from the Ramada, not the other hotel that they use that they contract, which is the Baymont. So if they're at the Ramada and they're with Total, man, you can charge them folks. I guarantee you they won't want to pay it at first, but they'll start giving in. So they realize how long it's gonna be, you're gonna make at least $20, $30. You know what I'm saying? Some of the holdouts just offer them a discounted rate of like $20, and then get their number and let them know you'll call them and tell them they can go to the Waffle House across the street, Ramada, or the Ramada on the subway, and they can you'll let them know when it's their turn, when they've been called, basically. Because like those people not even gonna come outside. So like technically, for all they know, you were just outside the building, which really is across the street. So you were just outside. Only thing you got to worry about is crossing the street right there. As you can see, the traffic is like, yeah, but you could do it. You know what I'm saying? It's better than waiting. If I had somebody that would have let me know, bruh, I would have came to the hotel and literally just made sure my ringer was on, and I would have took a nap, bruh, and then been ready, like with my shoes on. I would have just ran over there, like straight up. I would have sprinted over there. It'd have been better than like just sitting there, man. We sat there for like a lot of people sat for 6 hours. Cause the vans only hold 9 people, and if you were like in that second group of people that they had to take from the what's they call them the oh, bro, what's that called, bro? I'm new to this industry, so what's it called, man? The headquarters, what it's called, something. The terminal, the terminal. It's like it was a second group. It's like 3 different van loads. It's like a second, third group. They dumped like 40 people out there. The vans only hold 9 people. Do the math. So a lot of people there for longer, like 6 hours, like you know what I'm saying. The whole second half of the day, like literally. And then the people already have like their original clients that come in, they walking in sick, just walk-ins, and mind you, no appointment is made for you. It's a walk-in. It's considered a walk-in. So you're waiting. You feel me? Like yeah. So it's like everybody. Anyways, it's like how it feels like getting like it feels like you getting like you waiting to get 4 haircuts in one day in a moderately busy city. You waiting an hour and a half. You got to go back there like 3 or 4 different times. You hoping you done after your second and third. You realize like nah, you gotta go back and wait every time they do like one little thing. So first, like I said, they get your, some vitals and stuff like that, your height, your weight, etc., your name, how you sign a few things. Then you go back and wait for like 2 hours, and you go back. Then you get called again, and they pee test you, and then you go back out and wait for an hour and a half, 2 hours, and then they call you again and you do the hair follicle test or whatever. Then you gotta go back out and wait for another hour and a half, hour, and then you wait to see the doctor. You wait to see the doctor, and then he does like a bunch of like perception tests, like your eyes and your vision. Oh, they did that in the first round, your eyes. But then he does like some hearing, perception, some kind of can you hear? He whisper from the corner of the room, see if you could, what I'm saying, know what he said. Then he does like a periphery test where he tests your peripheral vision by whatever his little way of doing it. And then he listens to your deep breaths and all that. And takes your blood. They take your blood pressure that penultimate time, so the third, not the fourth time you go back there. Man, it's a lot, man. If I'm telling you, if you want to make some extra bread doing this, if you come in a total, you hear me? All you gotta do, and then you can do this if you was part of group one. Nah, let's not get into all that. If you live in Jackson or Pearl, I'm telling you, man, Mondays and Wednesdays, come up here to this little clinic, man. Figure it out. It's across from the Ramada, okay? And I'm telling you, when you see them Total boy, when Total drop that load off, the vans, I'm telling you, just let them know. You'll look professional if you already got like a little paper ready to take numbers down, take numbers. Tell them you give them a call and a text. You know what I'm saying? Tell them you shoot them a text for 20 and you give them a call and text for 30. You know what I'm saying? Tell them they're going to be here all day just waiting to hear their name called. They're going to call you 4 or 5 different times. And and it's going to be like at least an hour in between every time, but you can't really time it like that. So you let them know you'll sit there the whole time and wait for them and give everybody a call and a text, depending on what they paid. You know what I'm saying? And bro, you're gonna make $600. You're gonna make $500-$600. I promise. I'm telling you the duet. That's gonna pay your rent in Mississippi. Mississippi rent is not high. That's gonna pay your rent and then some. That's gonna pay your rent and your car note. You hear me? That might pay for your lifestyle, real talk. Just off that. I'm giving you that's free game. I might have to clip this up. But Yeah, man, I'm about to eat. Today, the second day, uh, we went over like situational stuff, watched a bunch of videos. Uh, yeah, man, I don't know. I'll get into the rest another time, man. I just want to break that down and start documenting this process. I got some video from trucking. I got some video from school, right? And I'll put that up when I feel like it. You feel me? But you know, yeah, I'll get into that another time. I'm not like a YouTuber or nothing. You know what I'm saying? But I'm just trying to be, trying to document, trying to vlog a little bit. But give me a reason and I'll keep it going. But yeah, I'm about to bust this potato down, man. It is what it is. I'll holler at you later.